Good morning, everybody. So DAX surprised us a little bit. I got that a little bit wrong yesterday. And looking at the oscillators, we are pointing down quite steeply. Now the S&P and the DAX are they're kind of looking nowhere. There's no real structure. But this is a little bit more structure. You've got a piercing pattern here. So in other words, gap up, close almost halfway down the previous bar, and then follow through. We've got two green bars at the moment. We are in an upward trend, so we're still in a bullish trend. So there's nothing really to read into this right now. Technically, we would have to drop below 39,112 and reject that area here on the 8 hour for this to continue to the downside a little bit. So at the moment, it's how do I put it? It's perched, I suppose. It's we just sort of could be a tipping point, could be building a base. There's just not enough information available from what I can see right now to indicate which way we're going to go. So one of the key things here, look at the oscillators on the 3 hour. We've sort of crossed over and flattening out. Buyers did come in here, but sellers did come in as well, and you can see where the buyers came in, pretty much off this pin bar. And these pin bars, I've said it a couple of times, pin bars are extremely important at the moment. So nothing really to read into this at the moment. There's no indication of longs and there's no indication of shorts, especially not with a rejection pin bar. So you've got a buying pin bar, then you've got a selling pin bar here, pretty much in the same area, right where price is right now, which is 38.40. So dropping down to the hour, and we were looking for opportunity on the top here, for a buying opportunity. It kind of got going and then went against us. So have a look at the moving averages. We have crossed over. Could be a rejection of the moving averages, but we're in between all the moving averages here. Oscillator's not offering anything at the moment. So this could be bottom of a range that's forming, or it could be a rejection. I'm not convinced of either, to be honest. I don't see anything here on the hour that's going to tell me that I need to be short or that I need to be long. So looking at the 50-minute here, it becomes a little bit clearer. So we're pretty much going nowhere, then a solid drop down, and then we came up. And we basically just targeted the gap. We didn't target structure. So what I mean by that is there is the solid area. See there, tails. That's where the buyers and the sellers were coming in. That's 38,468. But we didn't reject that area. What we rejected was the gap. You see this gap here, and that's pretty much what we came back to reject. And at the moment, oscillators kind of all over the place, no real structure. So do you buy or sell? I think that's not a question I can answer this morning. This is ranging, and there is some merit to watch this carefully for a short. That's there's no doubt about that. But what's concerning me with that, if you just drill out through the time frames and just get a bigger picture here, have a look at the 3 hour. Now the trend is up, so going short at the moment is definitely against the trend, and there's no real reason why I'd want to be long at the moment. This would be a buying area, definitely 38,112, but kind of a last gasp, I suppose, because if we do drop below that, so we break below 38,112, come back and reject it, that would set up some shorts for us on the longer time frames. Looking at the shorter time frames, this is just big up, big down, big up, big down. We are below the moving averages at the moment, so logic dictates that you should be looking for some kind of a move to the downside, but I think you're going to be capped. I really think you're going to be capped by 38,237 and 38,112, 38,100. And if you get down to the 15-minute here, you can see there's a start of a downtrend with all the moving averages. But what exactly are you going to be rejecting? There's no fractals here. There's no structure here. There is a daily swing low there, which we'll go and have a look at now. But there's nothing really there. If you keep going left, lots of support at this area at 39,341. So 39,341, which is this one here. So yeah, I'm probably going to be sitting on my hands, guys. I don't think it's even worth trying to second guess this. I think we're obviously waiting for something. If I look at the other indexes and the currencies, to be honest, currencies also sideways. So I'm not going to try second guess this. I'm sitting on the sides. Anyway, hope it helps. A bit of rambling this morning, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.